3, 2, 1, go. Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here, and welcome to a speedrun between myself and Nintendogen64. We are doing a speedrun of Crash 2, and it has felt like forever since I've actually done a speedrun in general. What about you? Apart from...
I mean, I've done a couple for the tournament so far, but... so I suppose not. By the way, the tournament I'm alluding to is the ongoing Rip Resurrected, which is happening on the Rip Resurrected channel at the moment,
yeah,
so
I'll
you
link
can
it in
check
the
that
description.
out. So I guess this is a kind of CrystalFissure update video, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, because you know, I'm not like super try hard, because I think you've mastered the art of the it's called the neutral slide spin, which is basically...
I wouldn't say mastered, but I can definitely pull it off.
Yeah, I can do it every now and then. I can't do it every single spin, like, because sometimes you need to sort of focus and actually like...
I know, there is a trick to it. I think it's like, you go like get the timing right. I beat the first level, by the way, so have you beat it yet?
Yeah, just then.
Okay, so I'm like a little bit ahead of you. But
no,
anyway, so we're doing a speed run to get the green gem in Crash 2, by the way, just for your entertainment, for your information and entertainment. What's happening, CrystalFissure? What is
happening? Well, I guess this is also sort of a bit of an advertisement for the tournament that we're doing. I mean, I'm not really part of it. I'm like very much like, not really. Do you get the mask?
No, I don't get the mask because
apparently it's slower. Yeah, well, I just got it. Well. Yeah, so apparently, yeah, I mean, the tournament, I mean, actually, I know who came up. Well, the way it was conceptualized, I guess, was I was actually talking to Ratchet about it, and he just like randomly had this like thing when he moved down to Adelaide that he wanted to do a tournament, and now it is. So if you guys, if you like speed runs, if you like to see a wonderful cast of characters, then
there's always a cast of characters in these tournaments,
and that's pretty much the only reason why to really even join. I mean, like the fun of speedrunning is, well,
because the people we speedrun with aren't like pros either.
No,
I mean, we're definitely not pros. No,
that is like the one, that is like the whole thing of what makes, you know, speedrunning, our type of speedrunning, I guess, fun, because it's like we don't really take it I mean, everyone sort of, to an extent, like you try and stuff like that, but
you don't want to lose. No one wants to lose, but
okay, just beat the second level. Yeah, so you know, like the whole thing is that it's not like super strats, like super like finding, you know, doing everything in like 0.3 seconds saving time. It's more just like a fun thing. Yeah. So
yeah, exactly. Like, we're not in this to like break any world records or anything, you know.
I don't think anyone that does is gonna be.
But anyone in the tournament's gonna break a world record? Probably not. But like, you know, the fun thing is, for me, like, if I look at myself as like, this is gonna sound really jerky, but if I look at myself as a speedrunner from like 6 or 5 years ago, it's funny because like I don't feel like I've improved that much like in my technique or anything, but it's like the stuff I like avoid getting and that stuff, you know. It's like I would go out of my way to collect lives before, so I don't really do that anymore, you know. Like
I know what you mean. Like I feel like I've basically stayed the same. I mean, I was never. I was never.
Well, it's just.
I was never really even that. I was never even really that good at the Spyro and Crash speedruns. Like that was the whole meme about me. Is that like I won both of the tournaments that weren't Crash and Spyro.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's like that's sort of that was sort of the, I guess the funny thing about it is that I'm not, you know, considering my channel. Oh shit! I died. That's hilarious. You know, considering that I'm like, you know, known on YouTube as being like the Crash and Spyro guy, I'm surprisingly not that good at speedrunning the games.
Yeah, and you know what the funny thing is too? Like, I'm now the so-called world speedrunning champion, and I'm like terrible at speedrunning. Like, I'm not even like.
Yeah, it's like you put me and you against you know, like some actual skilled people, and we just look like complete shit.
Even like Ratchet 5.
It's hilarious.
Even Ratchet 5 is like better than both of us, and he's like never won a tournament or anything.
My problem is I've just learnt this neutral slide spin, and so to really do it right, you have to pretty much not use the analog stick. So I'm like,
oh really? I use the analog stick.
Really? Okay, well there you go. I gotta master it because that's why I keep.
Yeah, no, don't. I would not be able to do it if I wasn't using the analog stick. Like it's too hard to pull off like with four-way directions. Like the trick is that you subtly nudge yourself in like the other directions, you know, because like you can't turn and do the neutral slide spin at the same time.
Yeah. Okay,
it's like you have to angle yourself in the right direction to do it.
So you have to like let go, basically.
Yeah, it's like you slide and let go of the up thing and then spin. Yeah, it's like
I think I'm half getting it. Yeah, it's like the problem is I find that doing it that way leaves me way more susceptible to.
Oh,
death.
it does. It definitely does. Like, okay, I'm about to enter Crash Dash, so I'm like not gonna do it in this level because I fucking can't do it in this level because.
Yeah, I tried when I was first trying to figure out how to do it, and I remember I died like 4 times. I actually got a game over.
What now?
No. Like when I did it back then. Like when I first tried it, like trying to do the neutral side spin in that level.
So like when did people figure out about this thing?
Oh,
like,
years ago. We were completely late to the whole party.
So what the hell were we doing then? Because like people were slide spinning in our tournaments.
They were doing the normal slide spin, which actually does speed up you a little bit, but just not massively.
Because like I feel like sliding and jumping speeds you up the same amount as like the normal slide spin does. Because like I always felt like I wasn't doing it right.
Yeah, and we weren't properly. I mean, it did speed you up a bit, but not to a significant extent. So
yeah,
you're in Crash Crush.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Which one's Crash Dash then?
Oh, maybe it is Crash Dash.
I thought Crash Crush was the other one.
Crash Crush is the second one, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm in this level, but I'm like taking it easy because I don't want to die. Not because I'm just being serious or anything, but it's like, you know, I just don't want to die.
Yeah, I mean...
I want to beat CrystalFissure in a speedrun!
Oh, you have your day today.
I'll have my day. Have I ever beaten you before? I think I beat you in, like... I beat you in Lilo and Stitch, remember?
Yes, I do remember that. Iconic speedrun, definitely. They're seriously, some of the best, some of the best, community memory stuff all happens in the speedruns. I am going to try and do the slide in this level just because I'm already behind.
Yeah, I mean, I did it a little bit, but
because I don't care about dying, but I could actually get a game over, which would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. When was the last time you played Crash 2, by the way? Just for...
Apart from, a couple days ago when I was doing the speedrun thing, it's learning how to do this thing, it was, probably at least a year.
Oh, man, I would say, the last time I played Crash was... Oh, God, I couldn't even tell you the last time I played Crash. When I heard it was a Crash tournament, you know, I was like, cool, whatever. I'll probably, pick it up a couple days before the tournament and whatever.
That's the thing, and now that people know about the whole neutral thing, it's shit. The skill. I think there is going to be a skill increase. I think a lot of us old geners may even be sort of left behind a little bit, somewhat.
Well, I noticed Finland Boy lost to Shura Wall or Baron.
I heard the Shura Wall is actually quite good now. That's the internal thing. Yeah.
Is that the going thing? Is that the word?
Yeah. Apparently.
Have you heard the word about the bird and the spider?
He wriggled and
jiggled inside her.
Bit disgusting.
So what were we talking about before we did the speedrun? Some wrestling channel, CrystalFissure, that you were floating an idea for? I didn't just go blurt out anything that you didn't want to mention.
Oh yeah, no, we're just talking about my taxes that I'm having to file this year, my social security number, which I don't even think I even have. But
well, we don't.
Tax file number, isn't it?
Yes, your tax file number.
TFN. Yes, we were thinking, and it was actually my good friend Unlisted Leaf. Guys, you know who Unlisted Leaf is? The big
name dropping,
big famous YouTuber. Have you beat Ripperoo yet?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going there now. And we were thinking of doing a wrestling channel, and this is where Angus isn't fully on board with this yet, but I am on board with the idea that it is all the wrestling I watch, trying to watch new stuff, obscure stuff. It won't get as much views, but trying to introduce people to new stuff. But
we have to beat
our WWE. Yeah, no, that's cool too. Our WWE content you know, because everyone, like, you know, typically looks for that, will be primarily legacy content, you know, sort of old stuff, because, you know, talking about some of the stuff I watched and sort of the generation, like sort of the late 2000s, basically. So if you do want your WWE, you get that, sure. But I want to introduce people to new stuff, like New Japan and stuff like that, and some Japanese stuff, and, you know, to upload some reviews, and even, you know, go to the point of watching specific shows that I haven't seen before, like OTT and Rev Pro and stuff like that, and, you know, sort of introduce people to the world of wrestling, because there's so much going on right now. And I think that the truth is that as my channel has grown, I've got to keep more of somewhat of a more singular focus. You know, like, I can't be selfish and just think I'm going to upload everything I want to just one channel. You know, I understand that, you know, you guys have subscribed for a reason, but the people that are interested in wrestling, and just sort of more of me and stuff like that, you know, people that are just CrystalFissure fanboys, I'm sure there's so many, you know, guys, I'm just such a, how the fuck did I die? This is how sloppy I am now. This is incredible. Like, I've lost any skill I used to have. It's crazy.
And I've gained it all. I gained all your skills.
Fuck.
Okay. So, like, you know, like, when we, for those of you out there who, like, you know, may know that we are friends in real life as well as the internet, like, when we're just shooting the shit, like the conversation can start off being anything, and it will always end up being about wrestling in the end.
And that you might see some footage of that with the eventual Japan vlogs, like Liam and Angus. I mean, sorry, Liam or like Ando or Liam, Ando or Ellen just getting really shitted off that we're just still talking about wrestling, because that's just what we do. We love it.
I don't know. It's like, it's one of those conversation topics that you can never run out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
It just never ends. By the way, I just finished the speedrun, but we'll keep going. Let's just keep talking.
We'll keep going.
We've got a natural dialogue going on here, which I like.
There we go. God, okay, it's almost done. Jesus, I was doing okay. It was just those 2 deaths at the end of it would probably be. I probably would have been done by now if it wasn't for that bloomin'. What's that thing? Like I tried to do like the assisted, you know, the neutral slide spin, and I accidentally hit the plant. The plant ate me. Right, so that's an example of, like, if I was using the normal slide spin, I wouldn't die because I'd be able to go straight to the next spin, and it would, like, hit my spin, and I would get. So I guess that's the learning curve with the neutral slide spin. I've just got to.
Well, the thing about the neutral slide spin is that you go from spin to spin, whereas if you're doing the old school slide spin, you actually go back into the run animation.
Wait, so you go spin. So you say okay.
So when you're doing the neutral slide spin, you basically go from spin to spin without going. Like, so you're in the slide animation the entire time. You don't go back to the running animation.
Okay, I'm gonna put that to the test.
If you watch my speedrun, you'll see, like, it just goes like.
Yeah, I might like. I want to watch some. I want to, like, sort of figure out some more things. But also, my other mentality with speedrunning, and like why I love the original tournament so much, is because I didn't have to do that. Like, I like the idea of just being an amateur that happens to speedrun, so to speak. Like, I like learning all the, like, some of the strats and stuff like that, but that's kind of why I prefer things like the double jump glitch, because it's like more of a, like, skipping thing as opposed to a technique thing.
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain
that's right.
that,
I mean, like, if you don't know how to master, if you can't do the, I mean, I'm not even like a master at the neutral slide spin, but in this day and age, to speedrun a Crash Bandicoot 2, you need to know how to do that. Yeah. And if you don't know how to do that, then it's over.
Yeah.
But yes, anyway, back to the wrestling channel thing. So if you guys are interested in it, please, like, let us know, because he and I were having a sort of discussion earlier about, like, what is the crossover appeal between wrestling fans and CrystalFissure fans?
Yeah, like, and on top of that, real quick, is that we also have the whole thing is that you know, we're going to be going back to Japan. We're going to be going to America as well, and so a lot of the stuff, a lot of our holidays and stuff like that, we're going to have a lot of like original content. You know, like in sort of like, you know, like even like the culture of like going to a wrestling event. You know, like meet and greets. You know, like we're gonna be spending money. Put it that way. We're really gonna be spending money on this, and so you know, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I think by subscribing and sort of, you know, checking it out, even if you're like not even massively into wrestling, you may as well subscribe for like some of the real life stuff we're going to be doing. Like, actually,
well, if you like our personalities and like
exactly.
Because I know people do like our chemistry together, because like we just, you know, shoot the shit and, like, you know, all the time. But like, like, if you want to see more of that kind of stuff, then by all means, please, like, show some interest in this channel and this project, and we'll get it off the ground. We'll make it a reality, and we give you our word that we will not abandon it.
Yeah.
After 3
no,
episodes.
it will not be. It will not be a TV spin.
TV spin. Rest in peace, TV spin.
Having said that, real quickly, as I'm about to finish this speedrun so late, we will be getting back to some television related stuff on the main channel. Like, we want to do this thing where we talk about these shows that you should be watching or shouldn't, or should watch because they're shit. So like, we've got two spectrums, right? We've got this spectrum of genuinely good comedy sort of stuff that you should be watching, like
that you just
the
totally missed.
that you just missed, that was not very popular, like like The Grinder starring Robert. The CrystalFissure ending will be a clip from that. And then on the other spectrum, we'll have the also short-lived one season, I believe, NBC or ABC comedy Crowded, which was starring Miranda Cosgrove and
Patrick Warburton,
David Putty from Seinfeld. Which was shit, which was absolute shit, and you can kind of enjoy it in like an ironic way. Like, and there is that I'll say it, but the Breaking Bad reference they did in episode 3 was like the only genuinely like witty thing about the show.
But that wasn't a reference though. They just like said they liked Breaking Bad.
No, but they're arguing the whole fly thing. Oh, I don't want to spoil it, guys. You're ruining the podcast. I can't believe it.
I'd have to rewatch. I totally forgot about that too, so we'd have to rewatch that.
We'll check it out. But yeah, I'm done. So that is it for now. Angus wins. This was an IS tournament match.
By the way, I was defending my championship right now as well. So I retained the World Speedrunning Championship.
Gee, maybe if I knew that, maybe I would have tried a bit harder.
Yep. So still your winner and still World Speedrunning Champion.
Yeah. Legitimate, 100% legitimate 500 plus day reign, filled with many defenses and legitimate matches.
Okay, I defended it against Ratchet 5, remember?
Yes, I do.
In that memorable
100% non-storyline, real life event.
And I defended it right now.
Suicide, death angle. Definitely not. No, I don't even know why I'm calling it an angle. It clearly wasn't.
Ratchet 5 died. Okay, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the other side.
He came back to life.
How much fun I had here, and I'll even say he's a solid hit.
That sounds pretty fair. Now, we want pictures.